with my I must admit I gotta go. Shawty with the gotta let the go. Now I make them sick with every fit I want my brother clothes. Play with this, we end it quick, I saw my brother soul. Crossing my brother, then know you crossing me. They wishing for me wanna me. But left for me and they all gon' see. I went hard for y'all to leave. Like I miss the old streets, yeah. Back when they didn't know me, yeah. I swear that it's so deep, yeah. Like I be the Kobe.
shit fancy. You can spray it, pull the out the pantry. They fly, they looking dummy. I pop the I look like a mummy. I'm getting this cash, it's Monday to Sunday. I guess you won't talk if it ain't about the money. My boys in the but they jump like a bunny. Got that ain't nothing funny. Up on the side and I keep it. If I gotta reach up, I'ma keep it. But a nigga got a TV, hey. That boy like a BB, hey. How the nigga don't see me, hey. Push it like seaweed, hey. Why nigga won't beat me, huh? When I'm creeping, hey. Niggas eating, hey. Cause you saying I'm, huh?
Greetings, everyone. Glad to have you here with us on this Wednesday night edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan, joined by Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson, with David Aldridge roaming the sideline. The Celtics are looking to grab one here for the home fans in Boston before heading out on the road and going against Chicago, their first meeting of the season. In the season before, they completely controlled the series 3-0.
And in their season series against this squad last year, very lopsided in their favor.
And what a matchup we have here in the front court, Greg.
Yeah, each of these teams are anchored by their big men. I think it's going to be physical and highly intensified.
It's hauled in by the Bulls. Here's Castle. Pass to Buzelis. To the inside. Johnson. Lead pass was put in just the right spot.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. You'll gladly take those.
About a minute played so far here in the first. Driving to the basket. The rebound by Sharp. Embiid is at the elbow. Good for the basket. Starting off 1-for-1 with that shot.
Just come on. Like, how do you stop Embiid? Just using that bounce right there, just unreal.
Here's Johnson. And Joel Embiid pulls it down. GA, these Boston Celtics are unquestionably a top-tier offensive unit.
Stupendous shooting, excellent instincts with the ball. Yeah, they are a model offense in many ways, making it tough for many teams to keep up with it.
Here's Buzelis. And then Buzelis with the dunk. Oh, boy, looks like he was injured there.
And, boy, this really doesn't look good. Just the way it happened.
And you know it's serious if he's heading to the locker room. It takes a lot to get him out of any game.
Boston making a switch here.
Number 54, C.D.
They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it in bounds that time. So it's both teams making substitutions here.
Substitution on the court.
Here's Castle. Lets it go from deep. And it's Collier missing. Left side, Porter. To the paint. Pass to Queen. Good, and a nice assist from Porter.
And easy to understand why many believe Porter is the complete package. Skilled at making the correct pass.
Here's Buzelis. Inside. Whoops, they pick off the pass. Down low. Here's Collier. He's covered by Arenas. And it's Collier missing.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
Carter with it. Defended now by Wagner. At the top of the key, Buzelis. And then Buzelis with the dunk.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one-hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. Pass to Porter. And he banks in the lane.
Just using his size well close to the rim. Porter is outstanding at cashing in from those spots.
And the Bulls decide to take their first time out here.
If you see yourself on the big screen, then you know what to do. Show us your moves. Bring those moves. Now into the lineup for the Celtics, number 20.
Here's Collier. Pass to Castle. Here's Buzelis. Here's Collier. Here's Castle. And again, no good by Chicago. First quarter play and just over 3.5 minutes in. Now Sharp. Scoreless thus far. It's good. This game is all even.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Yeah, you can give up some size, but that shows you how fearless he is, willing to attack the basket no matter who is in front of him.
And when you talk to people about the Bulls, GA, Michael Jordan's shadow still looms large over this team and organization.
And Kevin, they haven't won a championship before or since he was in Chicago. They've had plenty of good players, Derrick Rose and MVP, Jimmy Butler as well, but the results haven't been there.
For a star like him, you get lots of opportunities at the line, and he's great at cashing them in.
You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
Chicago on defense.
2 minutes.
Pass to Arenas. Sharp on the wing. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The Celtics need to get a shot off. That's good, and Arenas with the assist. Sharp's got 5 points so far.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
And now David Aldridge has an update for us on Joel Embiid. What's the news, David?
Well, guys, I had a minute to catch up with the Celtics head athletic trainer. And after looking at it, he's told me that it doesn't appear as serious as they initially thought. At such an early point of the season, it's a tough time to lose him. It's disappointing for everyone. Guys?
Okay, Dave, thanks. Sounds like he won't be out for too long. We've got 1:28 left to play in the first. And stolen by Sharp. Arenas goes in, and the basket is good.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Bulls trail by 3. With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Kevin, Franz Wagner grew up in Germany, but he says one of the reasons that I went to college in the U.S. was to learn a different mentality. The game is played more competitively, and talking trash is welcome. Had it in me deep down, but that brought it out more. And that combination of styles has helped him to this day. Kevin?
Great stuff, D.A. Thanks. And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Celtics.
The ball movement has been outstanding so far. They've come out of the gate looking for that extra pass.
And also, guys, they're out-muscling their opponent. The points in the paint are piling up because of that aggressiveness.
Foster. He takes it in. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Yeah, easy call.
This is his first free throw of the game.
And, of course, we'd all like to see his percentage at the line improve, but he just does not have the touch right now. He's in the 60s.
And so he's able to get 1 of 2. Here's Williams. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Yeah, coach's pet peeve there. No box out.
Yeah, you think you got to stop, and it's wasted because of sloppy work on the glass. You literally practice that every day.
Here's Pritchard. Fast break. Here comes Chicago. That one goes in.
The assist.
26 seconds left to play here in the first. Here's Sharp. No good. Shot missing. Nice D from Williams. Pass to Edwards. Just 3 on the clock. He takes it up and lays it in. He's got 6.
Used the pick to perfection and got all the way to the rim.
The basket's coming early and often in the first quarter. The Bulls on top. They lead by 4. The second quarter coming up right after this break, so don't go anywhere. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Bulls.
Well, they're off to a good start getting it inside and scoring at close range. Solid fundamentals so far in this one.
And another thing Coach will be thrilled with, the assist numbers, spreading the wealth and creating some offensive opportunities.
From the baseline. Bank shot, no good. Chicago leading by 4. Pass to Castle. Another shot. Goes back up. Persistence pays off as they finally hit a shot.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
Here's Toppin. Wells with it. The second chance effort. They shoot again. Here's Queen. Good work there as it goes. Queen's got his second basket of the night.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Lets it go from 11. Second chance shot. Goes up again. Toppin pulls it in.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
Some nice ball movement here by the Celtics. Back to Sharp. Offensive rebound. Over to the wing. Second shot opportunity. They get the rebound. Pass to Toppin. To the wing right side. Clock at 6. And the foul called on Isaiah Collier. That is his first foul of the game. Greg, we know about the Euro step, but is the decel the next move that's getting more notice?
I think it is, Kevin, and you can see players have quickly incorporated that into their arsenal. It's been fun to watch, man, and I tell you, it creates some uncomfortable situations.
The Bulls leading by 4. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Shaden Sharp picks one up. Bulls shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
Kessler, 2 shots.
That free throw missing. Boston making a switch here. And he's good on the second. Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. Pass to Wells. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Here's Collier. Still without a basket. And a missed layup. And great for Buzelis. Basketball has been a part of his family for generations.
Yeah, how about that? Both his parents played professionally in Lithuania, as did both of his grandfathers. And his dad now works with the Lithuanian men's national team as a physiotherapist.
Chicago calls timeout.
Celtics fans, please put your hands together and welcome to center court, Celtics Entertainment. Attention fans, now on the court is your high squad. Get loud and with the spirit. The Canadian fans will get a seat there. Come on, everybody, make some noise.
The Bulls leading by 3. Here's Johnson. Hangs in midair and converts on the double clutch layup.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Here's Sharp. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. The Celtics shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
At the line for your Celtics.
He's off on the first. Good on the second free throw. And here is Johnson. Here he goes. And it's Foster finishing it off.
And just tacks a few more points onto their lead with the tomahawk.
That's bringing it down hard. Up top, Porter. Back to Arenas. And that one goes long.
And battling hard on the glass, they hold the advantage here so far.
To the middle. Inside. And it's Foster finishing it off.
He finds a shooter in motion and is confident he can thread him with the lead pass. Well done.
Pass to Arenas for 3. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Now Stevenson. And here is Johnson. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
And although he's undersized at his position, his vertical, yeah, that'll clean up a few mistakes.
Kicks it out to Wagner. It's rebounded by Stevenson. Bulls leading by 10. That's tipped. One-on-one fast break. And finished off by Wagner.
Great hustle play there from Wagner. Gets into the open court and cashes in on the break.
Porter pulls it in. Right there, the defender clearly trying to inhibit a fast break. I think that's a transition take foul. This is his 3rd free throw attempt of the game.
Terrific form at the line throughout last season. 89% on the year.
Celtics trail by 7. Ball's knocked loose. It's stolen by Johnson. Here's Foster.
Oh, wow! That is powerful.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark.
Oh, he just punches that one down with a fury.
He rubs it in a little deeper with the hanging finish. And Sharp has it in the corner. .43 seconds left here in the second. Shot clock at 5. In the corner, it's Arenas. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Arenas has got 5 points so far.
And you have to honor the three-point shooting of Arenas. A big-time scorer who's shown the consistency from beyond.
Bulls have shot 67% from the line tonight, going 4-6.
Shooting for Chicago. Two shots.
The free throw drops for Powell. And so Powell nails both of them. Celtics trail by 10. Wagner outside. And the Celtics hit again from deep.
Something Wagner continues to work on. It's huge when he's connecting from outside.
Johnson comes up empty down low.
And even though he hasn't been himself, it hasn't affected his team too much. They've still got the lead.
Back to Wagner. He gets it up. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And so it's Chicago, bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. Celtics trail by 7. Pass to Sharp. Back to Arenas. For the 3. No good there.
You just gotta love watching a big man hustle on the glass. This is what his team expects and needs from him.
Here's Castle. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Shaedon Sharp picks one up.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
Bulls have gone 6 of 8 from the free throw line tonight. First one falls for him. And so he makes both from the line. Boston trailing. Pass to Wagner. Now here's Sharp. 4 on the clock. Here's Queen. Chicago grabs the miss.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
Bruce Ellis. They had a number of cracks at it, but came away empty-handed.
Off to a bit of a slow start in the second half. 0 for 3 so far.
And the refs are going to rule that unnecessary contact. It's a flagrant 1 foul.
Boy, a very hard foul that time, and the officials had to slap him with the flagrant. I mean, you can't let him get away with that kind of contact.
Yeah, gee, that's an easy call for the officials to make when there's that much contact. The league is really cracking down on those sort of plays. Here in this third quarter, just over a minute play. Goes straight through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. It's going to go on Buzelis.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking. It's hauled in by Queen.
Is it possible to rest too much? Because he hasn't been able to get into a groove since coming back in.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And all of a sudden, that man was just on the other end. Wow.
Timeout called, the Bulls. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
Ouch. 5 shots without a make. That's a really ragged start coming out of halftime.
To the inside. Got a piece of it. Out of bounds. Celtics ball as Boston keeps possession. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. He's gone 1 of 1 in the game so far from the line.
And you know, you'll take what he can give you from the free throw line. Looking at his numbers, just really not one of his strengths. Shooting in the low 60s last season.
And good on the second, so he makes them both. Out to the right wing. It's Vince Carter on the wing. Yes, to Castle. And that time, also a missed shot.
Even with a big goose egg by his name on the shot chart, the team is somehow managing just fine without him.
Wagner from long range. Knocks down the 3-ball. Wagner's got 11 points.
And every year it seems Wagner gains more confidence, and it's starting to show on shots like that. And the next one puts him in the bonus.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
The more you watch Arenas, the more it seems like the sky is the limit when it comes to his ability. Starting to do things you just don't expect from a guy his size.
Here's Arenas. It's deflected, and they'll keep possession.
Chicago foul. Johnson, 3rd personal foul. 5th team foul.
Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. Here's Toppin. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. Them one on Castle.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
And he's got his first free throw of the game. Free throw is good by Toppin. And both free throws good for Toppin.
Some big guys struggle at the line, not him. He's put in the work to defy that assumption.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over. Bulls trail by 5. Here's Castle. Yep, that one goes in there. Castle's got 5 points so far.
And with that bucket, he ceases a 14-0 run by the Celtics.
It's stolen by Carter. Johnson with it. Defended now by Wagner. And stolen by Sharp. And finished off by Porter.
A high-level
athlete with great run and jump ability. Porter finishes well in transition.
Here's Castle. Chopping with the double team. Goes back up. And the layup is up and in.
He's got a knack for those putbacks, so you have to be aware of that defensively. Get a body on him.
Arenas attacking. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Arenas has got the lead up to 5 now for the Celtics.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Now here's Arenas. The shot by Sharp. Nobody around. Gets the three-pointer to fall. And now an 8-point Celtic lead.
Some slippage at the defensive end here in the second half, allowing the offense to establish more of a rhythm.
Here's Buzelis. And the layup is good. 8 points for him.
And guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip. It's fun to just watch Arenas play. He's electric, has his own style, and what an explosive play right there.
Rebounded by the Celtics. 1:30 left to play in the third. Left side, Porter. From 18 feet away. Here's Toppin. And a good offensive board. And he gets the bucket. And the Celtics lead by 10.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal.
Tries to keep it alive. 6 on the shot clock. Wagner with it, and it's Carter picking him up. To the paint. Here's Sharp. It's deflected, and that's out of bounds. Boston will retain possession. And the Bulls will go for a different look here. .44 seconds left to play here in the third. Shoots the three. Tries again. And that's 2 points on the layup. Queens got 7 points here in this quarter.
Not everything fell for them in that first half, and now it looks like they're beginning to hit their stride.
Johnson can't get it to go.
If they want to come back, he needs to be better.
With the drive, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Bulls will take it.
Substitutions for the Celtics. Michael Porter Jr. Peyton Pritchard.
We've got 22 seconds left here in the third quarter. Here's Johnson. No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. And the Bulls with another miss. Porter in the corner. Here's Queen. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And so it's Boston, enjoying a 12-point lead as they talk things over during the break. Well, they trailed by a butt.
44.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. Bulls trail by 12. Here's Collier. And a miss there on the triple.
Shocking that he just bricked that one. The defense got real lucky there.
Got a hand on it. And here comes the break. Carter right side. Oh my goodness, what a play.
Assist goes to.
And this is why he's called Vinsanity. Some of Carter's throwdowns are downright vicious.
And oh, here we go. Carter's got it in the fast break chance. A putback. Boston leading by 10. Down low. And stolen by Williams. Buzelis with the ball. Defended now by Wagner. Carter outside. And it's off from three-point range. Smart, accurate passes, Greg, are really paying off for them at the moment.
And also good off-ball movement. Everyone is paying attention and looking to create the best shot for the team.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Vince Carter on the wing. Here's Castle. Good on the shot, and that shaves the lead to single digits.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
Pass to Wells. Here's Pritchard. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. And the Celtics lead by 12. Right side, Williams. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
I'll tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Celtics.
They're moving the ball around so well, guys. Quick passes, letting the next guy do the work if you don't have a look.
And another thing they've been doing all game long is knocking down the three. Shooting has been a big part of their game plan tonight.
Wagner with it, and it's Carter picking him up. Back to Porter. It's good. Porter's got the lead up to 13 now for Boston.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Pass to Buzelis. No good that time.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
Here's Pritchard. Wagner outside. With the shot. Offensive rebound. The kick out to Porter. Just 5 on the clock. Pass to Wagner. And another shot. Rebounded by Castle. And so it's Williams who brings it up for the Bulls. Trailing by 13. Next step for them, the Knicks coming out here to play. That game marks the first half of a quick 2-game homestand. And the Bulls making a change here. Celtics leading by 13. Here's Arenas. Count the bucket. And he's got a free throw coming up as well.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
That one misses for Arenas. And Greg, everyone loves talking trades. Future first-round picks have been moved quite a bit of late, and that's been kind of interesting.
And Kevin, a lot of teams that don't control any of their future first.
Nice finish.
And guys, that's not as easy as he made it look. You've got to have some skills to pull that off.
He's got plenty of those, that's for sure. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. Takes it inside. Bucket is good. Collier's got his first 2 points.
If the defense lets him inside, he will not hesitate. He'll gladly drop that thing right in the cup.
Here's Queen. Pass to Porter. Here's Queen. Off target with the jump hook. Carter outside. Rebounded by the Celtics. Porter looking it over. Wide open look. That's no good. It's his second miss. He's made 4. To the middle. Fast break. Here comes Chicago. Bulls moving the ball around. Here's Carter. The rebound by Sharp.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
Yeah, he needs to mix things up on the offense. He simply just can't keep missing shots at this rate because he's destroying his teammates.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority. Very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for the Celtics.
Tonight, they seem committed to the three-point shot.
That was the bread and butter. Fortunately, they made enough of those, but sometimes it was quantity over quality.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And once it becomes official, this win gives them a nice confidence boost against this team. They'll face them twice more this season.
And he knocks down the first one.
Obviously, Vince Carter's ability to defy gravity is eye-catching. But everything else he does on the floor, equally as important. He is a complete player.
Pass to Wells. It's tipped. Fast break. Here comes Chicago. Here's Carter. And 3 chances on that possession, but they just couldn't find a way to score. 4-on-3 break. Out to the wing. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. Boston again missing. Here's Chicago. A 12-point game. Here's Castle. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's going to be on Obi Toppin. No good on the free throw.
Castle, 2 shots.
He hits the second from the line. 9 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. Some good moments throughout this one, but they have the clear advantage down the stretch.
Yeah, I mean, I love the way they executed on both ends of the